Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this one, me and Jack head out to the Grampians, but things don't quite go to plan and we had to cut the trip a little short. But first, we have some things to install on the cruiser, so let's get stuck into that. With Razzler's bull bar, there aren't many big driving lights that will fit it, so I ended up going with Steady's 7-inch Evo lights. Not only do they fit the bar, but they look great as well. Now that everything was out of the box, I can get on to mounting of the brackets. Alright, I didn't get it on video, but here is what the spotlights look like when they're fully mounted and wired up. Alright, so in this breather kit that I bought, it's got 4 ports on it. So you got front diff, transfer case, gearbox, and then rear diff. And then these 2 on the side means you can plumb it into the airbox if you want, which I think I'm going to do. So we've got the hoses running from front diff and the rear diff so far. We've still got to do transfer case and gearbox. And then we'll plumb it up all into this manifold, bolt that onto the car, and then we'll run these 2 over to the airbox, and I'll show you guys what the finished product looks like. Alright, so this is a couple of weeks later, which is why it's a bit dirty. Didn't end up plumbing it into the airbox like I said I would, just couldn't be bothered at the time. But that's what it looks like. We've got it running up and over, and then back down that side where it leads to the diff, transfer case and gearbox. It is midweek. I'm not at work because I've had a tree fall on my house. So I've got the day off, which is nice. So I'm going to use this time to do the new pacemaker extractors. Alright, so I got a little carried away again. I have put a couple of the bolts back in with the new extractors. First opinion is that blue is an interesting choice, but I didn't get a say in the colour. Now I'm just trying to tighten all those bolts down there, and then I'll show you the next ones, and then it should be good. I've just realised that I forgot to do a before shot for what the exhaust sounds like, so I'll pop a couple clips up from previous trips. It sounds pretty much the same as it did then, and then I'll do what it sounds like afterwards. Alright, that's going to be it for the mods, guys. Let's get into the part that you've all been waiting for. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this one, me and Jack are heading to the Grampians and Mount Cole. Jack's got a new rear locker, which is super keen to try out, so that should be fun. He can probably outdrive me now, which is disappointing, but it just means I'll have to get a rear locker as well. Alright, good morning guys. We have packed up camp and now we are heading to Victoria Range Fire Line. We're just driving through the area where the fires came through early this year, late last year. Yeah, it's cool to see. Now the first 10 to 15 minutes of this track was pretty simple, but it wasn't too long before we came across our first challenge. Now, at this point, I was trying not to tear up the track too much, but that can only get you so far. It wasn't too much longer till we came across another obstacle, a rutted section of the track that would cause us major problems.
Keep it going, keep it going. I reckon you'd nearly have that one. Diffing out on that front left.
Roll it. Yeah, big time. Alright, we're back. You're on a winch forward, we can get up to a flat spot here. I think that would be better. What happened, Mr. Drifter?
I know.
No good, mate.
Actually, yeah.
Alright, so what happened there was Jack was just pulling me down the hill, so what we're going to do is I'm going to head up onto this flat section just up here, and then we're going to get an extension so that I can be up on a flat spot and he's not pulling me down backwards. But now that Jack was safely up the hill, we could start to diagnose what the issue was.
I can hear you. Tail shaft. Drive shaft.
Jack, what's going on?
Yes, nice screwed up. Going up a clay section. I gave it a bit too much right boot to get it up. Obviously, when you got your front wheels spinning at different speeds and it hits the ground, it causes damage. In this case, I was hoping it was a CV because I packed a spare one, but I didn't pack a spare lift, hoist, or crown wheel and pinion. So I think we've blown the front diff, taken the drive shaft, the tail shaft out, jacked the back of the car up, and it spins fine. So we know it's not the transfer case or anything, and the back diff seems intact. Because it's got full-time four-wheel drive, our next bet after lunch is to jack the front wheels up, take the drive shafts out of the front wheels, so either take the drive shaft off or disconnect the CV boot and just pull half of the CV out, so there's no drive going, or no rotation going on the front diff, and then it'll be rear-wheel drive. Could be burnout ready.
If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe because it really motivates me to get more content out there for you guys to enjoy. Alright guys, so a bit of an update. We're trying to get this upper ball joint out and it will not budge at all. We've tried prying it off, hitting it with a hammer, both at the same time. Other side came off super easy. Should be able to get that out easy enough, but this side we've been at it for probably half an hour and it's just not budging at all. So update, we got it off. Now we gotta just take the caliper off and yeah, we'll be right. Then we can take CVs out. Hopefully we can get out of here in two-wheel drive.
Not hopefully, we will get out of here in two-wheel drive.
We will. What are you up to, Jack?
We've got the stub axle disconnected. We've got the brake calipers disconnecting, hanging there. We're about to take the drive shaft out. So we're going to check first if it comes out this side first, or I have to pull it out of the diff first. So see whichever's easiest. I'll have a look on YouTube. But apart from that, we should be right to drive home, I think.
What's the go, Jack?
The go is, so we've pulled the drive shafts out. So the CVs are over there, if you ever wonder what a CV and drive shaft looks like. That means when I drive, none of the wheels, nothing spinning on the front because we've got the tail shaft and the drive shaft out. So there'll be nothing going to the front diff. It will mean that I drive with the rear, and I'm not sure whether I'll have to drive with the diff lock, the center diff lock on the whole time or off. I would assume that I have to have it on the whole time so that all the power, or half the power goes to that rear diff. Or hopefully it might somehow work. I don't know how they work. But regardless, we've now at the stage where we get to put it all back together. Excellent camera work, Riley. And yeah, we're just deciding now whether we want to put some sort of stopper on the ends of the diffs.
Yeah.
To stop shit getting in there. But then again, there's not much left to destroy.
Now that everything was back together, it was time to make our descent back down the hill. With Jack making it down safely, it was my turn to follow along. Alright, so it's a little disappointing that we got to turn around and go back. It was a pretty fun track. I would have liked to do the rest of it and see what else was out here, but we'll camp tonight. We've got tomorrow as well, so me and Jack might just go out in my car, have a look, see what we can find, and hopefully you don't break anything else on my car, which would be nice. But yeah, we're pretty much just heading back down everything we came up this morning, and then we'll find a campsite. We got Brisbane v Collingwood in the semi-finals, so hopefully we can get to a pub so I can watch that. Jack's not big on footy, but I want to watch it. Let off the brakes a bit. Yeah, should be good from there.
Yeah.
Alright, good morning guys. Just finished packing up camp for this morning. The plan is today we reckon we're just going to head home. It's pretty rainy, so it's not really a scenic day to be in the Grampians, and with Jack's front diff being blown, he can't really do much forward driving, and that'll be it for this weekend. So hopefully we can come back out here soon enough and see what else the Grampians has to offer. Don't forget to let me know what your favourite part was in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe as well, because next time on Raz Offroad, me, Jack and a few other friends head up to the high country for the weekend and spend some time seeing what the high country has to offer. Thanks for watching. See you next time.